taking on the Nuggets. Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. DA.
Hey, Kevin, the map.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Aaron Gordon out there at goal. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Murray. And it's Porter in at the shooting guard. And for Dallas, they've got Porzingis. Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Jokic. Back to Murray. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Richardson.
Yeah, they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in. Man, I didn't know he could get up like that.
Porter against Doncic. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Murray with the ball. Gordon with no one around. Off target from outside. Now the Mavericks with it. Richardson attacking. Inside, Porzingis uses the glass to finish the layup.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Outside Gordon. Back to Murray. Outside Gordon. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Richardson. The pass to Porzingis. From past the arc. That one misses. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Gordon. Back to Jokic. Murray against Doncic. Murray, the pass to Jokic. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Richardson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
Pass to Jokic. Murray with it. Outside Gordon. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain, close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Doncic finds Richardson. And it's sent back by Jokic, and he gets it back. Dallas moving it around. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Out to Doncic. Clock at 4. And Bull pulls it down.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Doncic with the steal. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it. Already an all-star. But Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Melly is checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
Millsap right now unselfish and looking for guys if they're open.
Richardson attacking over Morris. Porzingis inside. Millsap covering. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Paul Millsap picks one up.
More and more polish from Porzingis. Easily getting the defense off their feet. The rest is simple.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Redick comes in for Richardson.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Morris, no good. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for Dallas. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And Tim Hardaway Jr. has some nights where it just looks effortless for him to get out and get 20 points. It's nice when he rebounds and passes in those games as well, showing complete game.
Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Now here's Cauley-Stein. Redick dishes to Hardaway. Cauley-Stein passes to Powell. Shoots over McGee. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Mavericks have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers. You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
Now here's Barton. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Stolen by Brunson. Pass break, Dallas. Redick finds Brunson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Pass to Millsap. Here's Dozier. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time? And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Mavericks on top, up by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
The mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
We've got Jalen Brunson. Luka Doncic out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Cauley-Stein in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And it's McGee with the jam.
Well, Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Doncic looking it over. Shoots over Barton. Hardaway finds Doncic. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. A different look for Denver.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Porzingis with the block.
Well, you can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
And it's blocked, and they're able to recover. And that one's good. Marjanovic. The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray outside. Jokic kicks to Porter. Back to Jokic. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Porter against Doncic. Passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Nice D from Porter.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Bull can't hit. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. To the middle. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis showing you what he can do if he gets that close. The big man up big time.
Murray against Doncic. Bull the pass to Murray. He gets it in there. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, the defense opens up just for a quick second, and that's where Barton takes advantage. He jets into that gap and right towards the hoop.
Morris against Princeton. Off target at the rim.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Dozier. There's the dish to McGee. Out to the right wing. Dozier kicks to McGee. Morris passes to Dozier. Basket good. Dozier's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Here's Porzingis. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the... And that...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Morris is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the 3.
Well, the defense has got to wake up a little bit. That's J.J. Redick out there, and that's J.J. with room to fire.
Now Morris still looking for his first bucket in this one. There's the lob to the hoop, and it's McGee with the jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Cauley Stein passes to Redick. Back to Hardaway. Shoots over Barton. Hardaway, no good. Denver leading by 4. Morris kicks to Barton. The 3. McGee. It's good on the putback.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Brunson the pass to Reddick. Fires the three. The shot will not fall. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Dozier. They get it again. Goes back up. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Melly is checked in for Dwight Powell. Marjanovic comes in for Cauley Stein. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Doncic against Porter. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Doncic.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
It's stolen by Marjanovic. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. And that one's good. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
McGee dishes to Murray. Back to McGee. Denver passing it around. Now, here's Bull. Not a lot of room. Mavericks trail by 5. Richardson the pass to Melly. There's the pass to Marjanovic. Here's Melly, guarded by McGee. 5 to shoot. It's Hardaway with the drive. Gordon with the defensive effort. Denver leading by 5. To the paint. And it's McGee with the jam.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Doncic outside. Out to Hardaway. Doncic outside. Pass to Melly. Back to Richardson. And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. And it's McGee penetrating. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. That's good from McGee. A different look for Dallas. Zingas, he's checked in for Melly. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Hardaway. Big group substitution here for Denver. Richardson gets a wide open look. Dallas no good that time either. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Got a piece of it. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Cauley Stein's checked in. Here's Millsap, and the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
Barton finds Millsap.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Doncic outside. Porzingis trying to get free. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Doncic.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Doncic. Got it from 16 feet. Doncic has got 8 points in the quarter.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Cauley Stein is out there with Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Brunson in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Hey, look over the defense. You find an opportunity inside the lane. That's good work by Paul Millsap.
Brunson with a clean look. A three-pointer off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And the wide-open shot from Morris. And he's way off from outside.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And the wide-open shot from Redick. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Pull-up jumper. Dozier can't get it to go. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 10. Over Morris. Brunson, good. Brunson's got his first basket of the night. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Dozier. Here's McGee. And stolen by Cauley Stein. And they pick up 2. Cauley Stein's got his first points in this one.
Now, Cauley Stein, a big that can run the floor, so he can be a weapon in the fast break game.
Down low. Morris with the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Powell. Marjanovic comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. Porter pulls it in. Murray for 3. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Mavericks trailed by 8. Doncic outside. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Murray surveying the D. Pass to Jokic. And the shot goes down.
I swear Jokic is out there playing with the watch on because of the timing aspect of his game.
Doncic kicks to Richardson. Zingas passes to Finney-Smith. Over Gordon. Misses off the right iron. Denver leading by 8. To the inside. Over to the left wing. Wide open look here for Murray, but they recover it. The kick out to Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Denver the rebound. Murray for 3. Bull the pass to Murray. Shoots over Doncic. Inside. Porzingis with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break for the 3. And it's Doncic missing. Nuggets have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Outside, Porter takes a 3. Drills it from outside. And it's an 11-point Nugget lead.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Nuggets.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for JaVale McGee.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Here's Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on the comeback.
And stolen by Bull. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution.
And here is Murray. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks, for We bring you tonight into... And with
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Giles. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Now here's McCollum. Back to Lillard. Here's the 3. Clock at 6. McCollum passes to Giles. The dish to Lillard. Shoots over Doncic. And it's Lillard missing. Here's Dallas. Lillard comes with the double team. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Ahead. Lillard with the bucket. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Here's Lillard. The Mavericks making the shot. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. And the 3 off target. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Here's Richardson. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's McCollum. Lillard, right side. That one off the back iron and out.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Count that bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Marjanovic. Not going to go that time. And it's Portland the other way. McCollum outside. Lobs it up for Anthony. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Doncic against Anthony.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
McCollum, no good. 1:56 left here in the first quarter. Richardson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on C.J. McCollum. This is his first free throw of the game.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line. And boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Porzingis finds Richardson, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Simons, the pass to Covington.
pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Hardaway kicks to Cauley-Stein. Pass to Brunson. Back to Cauley-Stein. Feeds it to Powell. And Covington sends it back.
Tremendous anticipation from Robert Covington. Sends it back.
Outside Hardaway. Stolen by Cantor. 35 seconds left in the first quarter.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Simons, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. He dishes it to Covington. Kicks it to Cantor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Unloads from 13. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Dallas. They lead by 4. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the court for the Mavericks, Richardson is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Cauley-Stein in at the 4-man position. Now here's Powell, following the missed shot by Willie Cauley-Stein.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep. Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
And now Portland on the break. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Zinkas, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Marjanovic comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Kicks it out to McCollum. To the paint. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Doncic with it. Now Anthony defending. Here's Porzingis. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, I think you can see the strength that Porzingis has been developing over the early part of his career. That progress is showing up on a nightly basis.
Now here's McCollum. 6 points for him. Outside Anthony. Back to Lillard. Shot on the wing. Goes back up. Giles the pass to Anthony. To the middle. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's McCollum. Over to the wing. Nobody near Lillard. They grab their own miss. Nurkic finds McCollum. Portland no good that time either. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That is his first foul of the game. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there are so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or not.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown signs of being a lights-out scorer, and he's got the game to do just that. He looks better and better every year, guys.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
That one drops for him. Brunson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Simons, the pass to Covington. Here's Simons to end the drought. Bangs home the trifecta. Simons has got 5 points now in the quarter.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Burke kicks to Powell. Burke with it. Alice Jefferson's there. Burke can't get it to go. The Trailblazers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Cantor, the pass to Alice Jefferson. Back to Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Brunson scanning the floor. He kicks it to Burke, takes the three. But they get it back. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tries again. That one a little long. It's deflected. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Right side, Covington. Over Cauley Stein. And the last second attempt does not go in. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was Josh Richardson who got hot in the first. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds. And that'll do it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Josh Richardson really having a great game.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles, and it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
I don't think the range surprises anyone anymore. CJ can shoot the lights out from any position.
Now here's Burke. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. And play stops, whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Lillard. Pass to McCollum. For the lead. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Trailblazers. Redick up top. Covered by Lillard. Outside for Redick. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Outside Anthony. Now the pass to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Back to Lillard. This one for three. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Lillard after Luka Doncic's bucket. McCollum outside. Over Richardson. McCollum finds Anthony. Passes it to Lillard. Shoots over Doncic. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Anthony.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Anthony against Doncic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Now here's Lillard. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And that one's good. Marjanovic has got his first 2 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
McCollum against Richardson. Lillard from outside. The rebound by Marjanovic. The Mavericks leading, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Covington's a guy that has a team-first mentality, so if he sees an open teammate, I promise he'll deliver.
1:29 left to play in the third. Here's Powell, and Covington sends it back. Here's Simons. He's got 7. To Powell. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Covington. Cauley Stein grabs the board. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Hardaway kicks to Cauley Stein. Pass to Brunson. Buries it down low. And the Mavericks lead by 1. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Here's Simons. Down low. Covington passes to Simons. Back to Covington. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Tremendous awareness of the clock by Robert Covington there.
Burke looking over the floor. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Enes Kanter. First trip to the line for him here.
How about last season? He made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
Burke gets them both. 12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Simons to the inside. Powell for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Maverick. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Dallas, Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Lillard finds McCollum. Plenty of space. It goes straight through with the switch. McCollum's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Trailblazers. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
Zach Collins checked in for Giants. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. They trail by 1. McCollum outside. Lillard against Doncic. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Porzingis with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Finney Smith passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And Portland has possession following the score by Dallas. Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. Three-pointer, Lillard. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
Here's Doncic. Good on the bucket. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Lillard. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Richardson attacking. Porzingis passes to Richardson. Back to Porzingis. Over Collins. Porzingis can't hit. Portland's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13.
Hard work pays off for Luka in that instance. How about that on the defensive end? Send it back, Luka.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Inside, it's stolen by Marjanovic. Porzingis passes to Finney Smith. Porzingis on the follow.
Amazing when you're 7'3" with great instincts. You create an opportunity to get the putback. Nice work, Kristaps Porzingis.
Now here's Lillard. Good.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Doncic feeling it out. And Doncic throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Listen, this is becoming routine for Luka Doncic. This guy's a big-time scorer who can take over when he's ready.
Now, here's Lillard. To the paint. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Nurkic.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Now, here's Doncic. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
McCollum outside. Collins finds McCollum. That 3 off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
For the 3. They get it back. Marjanovic passes to Finney Smith. Now, here's Doncic. Covered by Lillard. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. And Luka Doncic again from deep. Doncic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
Now, Doncic. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. It's just about game time. The Blazers never look more confident than, and as things get ready.
Well, guys, I'm very familiar with C.J. McCollum's college.
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Giles is out there with Anthony. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Powell in at the 2. And for Denver, they've got Jamal Murray. Cole is out there with Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the 5. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Powell, the pass to Giles. Powell dishes to Lillard.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this scene.
Murray kicks to Porter. We're about 1 minute into the first. Murray against Anthony. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. His three-pointers off the mark. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. From 13. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Lillard's gone 2 of 3 from the field. The pass to Jokic. Lillard against Murray. Kicks it out to Gordon. Now, here's Bull. Defense right on him. Just 4 to shoot. Nurkic with the block. Anthony taking his time here. Pass to Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Not the start they were looking for here.
Wasted no time on that one. Lillard's got 6.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Murray dishes to Porter. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Bull.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide-open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Back to Nurkic. The tray. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. 4-point game. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Murray locked in on the task at hand, not allowing the defense to bother his shot at all.
Pass to Lillard. From deep. The pass to Giles. Kicks to Powell. To the right side. Here's Lillard. Here's Giles. Nobody near Nurkic. Cans it from downtown. 5 points in the game.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
Now here's Murray. It's a hand on it. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got his second bucket.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
And here is Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
You can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. I mean, he really turns on the Jets in the open floor. You got to get in front.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Now here's McCollum. Pass to Simons. Here's Jones, and it's denied. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court.
Whoa, 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 the solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly, caught the defense totally off guard.
I'll tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now, he's got a big smile on his face.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed his second after making his first. Trailblazers trail by 3. Covington with it, and McGee picks him up defensively. Covington passes to Simons. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. To the middle, it's stolen by Jones. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got his first basket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now, here is Morris. Can't get it to fall. Covington down low. Millsap's there. Covington's shot is off.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Here's Barton. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Dozier's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Here's Powell following the score by Jamal Murray. Nobody near Lillard. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 8. Pass to Giles. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Millsap comes in for Bull. Martin's checked in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Now here's McCollum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jones, no luck.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
It's stolen by Jones. Here's Simons. Right wing from the arc. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half. McGee dishes to Morris. Back to McGee. Morris right side. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Now here's McCollum. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
And some good action through the first. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period. And that'll about do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Porter is out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Gordon, and it's Bull in at the power forward. Now, here's Lillard, following the miss by Jokic. Pass to Giles. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Now Murray. 8 points for him. Jokic kicks to Gordon. Denver passing it around. Out to the right wing. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Outside Anthony. For the lead. And he sinks the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Murray against Lillard. Now, here's Jokic. He's guarded closely. Can't hit from in close.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Kicks it out to Lillard. No good with the triple. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Bull can't hit. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Powell. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. And it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead. The Nuggets have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. There's the pass to Bull. Back to Porter. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 8. And Anthony gets double teamed. Powell, no one around him. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Giles the pass to Lillard. Back to Giles. Kicks it out to Lillard. He dishes it to Powell. Shoots over Barton. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Barton in the corner. To the inside. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The kick out to Barton. Back to Millsap. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. .116 left to play in the third. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Here's Simons. He has 5. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
They get it back. Kicks it out to McCollum. 6 to shoot. Covington passes to McCollum. Portland needs to get off a shot, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Trailblazers trail by 3. Pass to Covington. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Here's McCollum. Portland no good that time either. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. A nice shot by Dozier.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
McCollum with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. To end the cold streak. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The third quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Anthony in at the small forward position. Lillard from outside. That one doesn't drop. And Denver the other way now. It's Barton with the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Boy, an explosive player on the drive. When Barton puts it on the deck, the defense knows they're in trouble. On their heels.
Both free throws good from Barton.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Lets it go with a three. And Bull pulls it down. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Denver leading by 7. Murray the pass to Bull. Back to Murray. Three-pointer. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Murray. Bull's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
Sinks the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Kicks it out to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And that's Gordon's game now. You can't give him room to hit the launch pad, because if he does, he's throwing it down every time.
Lillard the pass to McCollum. Here's Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Out to Anthony. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Passes it to Nurkic. Just 5 to shoot. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And a wide-open look for McCollum. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. And here's McCollum for 3. And Bull pulls it down.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Gordon the pass to Jokic. And Denver again with the bucket. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Pass to Jokic. 1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. Anthony against Murray. Offline with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Now the pass to Jokic. The dish to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
Jokic doing a nice job getting right to the spot and capitalizing, taking advantage of the high percentage shots.
Here's Lillard. Here's Nurkic. A second chance effort. An open look for Lillard. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
From downtown. And it's Portland with the rebound. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Back to Anthony. Covington into the lane. Outside Anthony. Out left to the wing. Here's Lillard. Trains it from 9 feet away.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Here's Murray. So the Nuggets win it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay. Always a big home court advantage here in the Mile High City. And
well, Kevin.
David Aldridge, thank you. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Porzingis, Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for Denver, Jamal Murray is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Bull. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. Now here's Murray. To the paint, it's stolen by Marjanovic. And it's the Mavericks on the break.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Murray with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. 4-point game. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
You just wonder where Jamal Murray is going to go. This guy is a terrific combo guard.
Now Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Launches it. And Bull pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Porter. Jokic. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Nice looking mid-ranger there from Jokic. Money in the bank from that spot.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. That one's not going to go. Gordon with the defensive effort. Bull dishes to Porter. There's the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
You feel like there's nowhere on the floor where you can really get away from Michael Porter Jr. 3-ball goes that time.
And they get it. Porter with a block. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
For Denver, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Murray against Doncic. Murray surveying the D. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Murray, not much fear there as he gets amongst the trees, looking in control down low.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Here's Finney-Smith. Porzingis with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Porzingis can't hit. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Now here's Murray. Porter with it. Here's Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Just 2 to shoot. And that one drops for him.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
1:12 left in the first quarter. Back to Murray. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 5.
Even when Richardson's getting knocked around a little bit, he could still finish, especially when he's going straight to the rim.
Here is Porter. Following the score by Josh Richardson. Porter passes to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Porzingis, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. In the corner, it's Gordon. Back to Porter. Inside. And Jokic throws it down hard.
Well, you have to think if Jokic is that good a passer, his mind is always working. Why not work it to get contact like that?
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Mavericks trail by 8. Brunson the pass to Burke. Pass to Cauley-Stein. And Brunson has it in the corner. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Trey Burke. Cauley-Stein is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Powell in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Growing up in the Bay Area, I worked out a lot and spent a lot of time with Tim Hardaway Sr. Remember the killer crossover, and Tim Hardaway Jr. continues to show why he belongs in the league after a lot of hard work on his own.
That one goes. Count it.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Brunson. That shot off. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's Dozier, and that one is hammered home.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open. Think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Barton passes to McGee. Denver passing it around. Here's Morris. He kicks to Millsap. Over Cauley-Stein. Millsap misses. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding, a tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out in a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
The Mavericks have made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Some potential still left in the tank here for Cauley-Stein, who is seeming to gain more and more confidence and knowledge about how to go about his business over the course of an 82-game season.
Now here's Barton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Stolen by McGee. Millsap with it. Out defended by Cauley-Stein. A nice shot by Dozier. And it's a 10-point Denver lead.
And Millsap right now unselfish and looking for guys if they're open.
Passes it to Cauley-Stein. Back to Burke. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's foul number 2 for him. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office.
Oh, and that's a rugged play.
Gracious. And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. Richardson outside. The pass to Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it.
And he makes both free throws. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, the Nuggets leading by 10. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Marjanovic. That one wide left. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Richardson outside. Pulls it from the elbow. Porter pulls it in.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Keeps it alive.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. Out to Porzingis. Richardson gets a wide open look. No good on the three.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And Doncic, here we go. And it's good for two. Doncic has got 6.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
On the wing, Porter. Richardson cover. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Doncic looking it over. Kicks it out to Richardson. From 13. And so we conclude the first half. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. And one of the strengths of this Denver team is their depth. Shaq has been that way. And that should...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is going that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Bill Barton is out there with Monte Morris. And there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Dozier in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Hardaway, no good. And they're pushing it up. Here's Dozier, guarded by Hardaway. Dozier passes to Millsap. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Yep, that one goes.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Floats it up for Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Tremendous roll to the hoop from Millsap off the pick and roll. That's exactly how you want to run it.
Pass to Powell. Here's Brunson, and it's sent back by Millsap.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Passes to McGee. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Hardaway against Morris. Cauley Stein passes to Hardaway. Here's Brunson. The putback. Can't throw down the putback. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Puts the move on. And again, it's Denver.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Mavericks trailed by 18. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Floats one. Hardaway, no good. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Martin from outside. The offensive rebound. Morris outside. And there's the pass to McGee. Another shot. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Cauley Stein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Cauley Stein's got 5 points so far.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Morris inside. Brunson covering. Here's Dozier. Now here's Millsap. Launches a 3. Goes up again. Out to Morris. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. So both teams changing it up here. And Morris drops them both. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. It's an 18-point game. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Jokic kicks it out to Gordon. Fires for 3. Bull chip back in for 2. He has 6.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Doncic against Porter. From deep, Richardson. Here's Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. Porter with the steal.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
The Nuggets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
One thing about Porter Jr. you talk about is consistency, and that is just not on the floor. It's about his health and availability to his team so he can show off the multi-talented game he does have.
Here's Doncic. The 9-footer's on the mark. Doncic has got 8.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Doncic against Morris. Fires the 3. Jokic kicks the ball. Porter outside. No good.
Well, Porzingis with that huge wingspan can still be a tough matchup for any opposing shooter. Just a quick.
And so it's Denver controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the team. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And here's Morris for three. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Porter finds Jokic. 5 on the clock. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Mavericks trail by 20. Here's Richardson. Good work there as it goes. Richardson's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Mavs. Nuggets have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Jokic against Doncic. From about 16, no good off the back of the rim.
His shot's it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Denver leading by 18. Outside Gordon. Morris looking over the floor. From outside, off the mark.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Doncic with the steal. And the layup's good off the glass. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Back to Morris. Doncic with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Porzingis has got the ball.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
Porter passes to Jokic. Kicks it to Bull. Outside Porter. Clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. No, and so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Nuggets leading by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Denver.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And guys, what a nice performance it was from Michael Porter.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Stolen by Brunson. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Trains the three-pointer.
He's got some growing confidence right now in the catch-and-shoot game, Hardaway Jr. He feels like he could score from anywhere.
Morris against Brunson. Pass to Jokic. Puts up a 3. That shot missing. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Hardaway with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And it's the Mavericks on the break. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. Here's Morris, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our... Now it's ended up...
Well, Kevin and guys...
Thanks, David. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Dallas, they've got Richardson. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Now here's McCollum, following the miss by Josh Richardson. Powell finds Lillard. Knocks down the step-back Jay.
And whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
Richardson outside. Back to Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Wants to get it to Doncic, and does. It's good.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. No one near him. Lillard again missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard the pass to McCollum. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Finney-Smith kicks to Richardson. Marjanovic passes to Finney-Smith. And a miss there on the triple. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Back to Marjanovic. Pass to Porzingis. Stolen by McCollum. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spot.
Oh, look at him play!
Yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Dallas shooting their first free throw of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Doncic against Lillard. McCollum kicks to Lillard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. McCollum passes to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. Shot to stop the run. And Lillard with the lay-in. Lillard's got his second basket of the game.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
Here's Burke. Second shot opportunity. Paulie stop. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Burke. McCollum no good. Mavericks leading by 3.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. The 11-footer up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now, that's a staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Pass to Hardaway. It's Powell on the wing. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Anthony. Oh, good on that one. Great D that time from Hardaway. And here's the fast break. It'll count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks lead by... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Enes Kanter, Anthony out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point. And the pass to Anthony. Now Hollis-Jefferson. Simons surveying the D. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Hollis-Jefferson can't hit. Dallas leading by 7. Hardaway kicks to Brunson. Pass to Powell. Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. McCollum finds Lillard. And here is Powell. Back to Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in. And that's now 6 points for Lillard.
And look at that. The touch of Lillard inside. So impressive. He's terrific at generating points.
And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
McCollum outside. Kicks to Lillard. Shoots over Doncic. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing. And stolen by Richardson. Over in the corner, Doncic. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Down low. And here is Powell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. That one falls.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic with the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the time.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him.
Nice. Right there, you see Richardson's size and length at the rim, possesses great physical tools.
McCollum outside. Here's Lillard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Porzingis.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Giles. Anthony's checked in for Norman Powell. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for C.J. McCollum. The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That's good from Cantor.
Well, known for his unique personality, Cantor also remains a solid role player, someone his teammates enjoy playing with.
Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Doncic outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
All free throws good from Doncic.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Simons, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Anthony. He kicks it to Cantor. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Marjanovic. Here's Anthony. The pass to Covington, who's back up. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Doncic. Here's Richardson, back to Porzingis. And so that brings the first half to a close.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up. And that's...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Willie Cauley-Stein. Trey Burke is out there with Doncic. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Powell in at the 5 spot. 3-pointer, Lillard. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. And so it's Dallas with it. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Doncic right side. And that one goes long.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
And that one, good. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. This has done a lot for his shooting percentage.
McCollum outside. And Giles now top of the key. Powell against Nurkic. 4 on the shot clock. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Nurkic has got his first points of the game.
Using incredible balance and mobility for his position, Nurkic drives all the way to the rim.
Cauley Stein with it. Now defended by McCollum. And that one's good. Burke.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Pass to Nurkic. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Now the dish to Lillard. Passes it to Giles. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Powell dishes to Cauley Stein. Back to Powell, inside. Out to Hardaway. The 3. Hits it from three-point range. Hardaway's got 5 now.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Here's Simons, guarded by Hardaway. Now the Mavericks moving it up, all going up court. And Covington sends it back. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The 3 for Doncic. And it's Portland with the rebound. And here's McCollum for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. McCollum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now, here's Doncic. 12 points for him. Richardson outside. Porzingis against Anthony, but they'll get another chance. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. Here's Doncic. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Doncic with the bucket.
And really, Doncic can score from any area. His arsenal is very impressive.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. A second chance effort. Covington kicks to McCollum. From 12 feet out. Basket good. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Richardson against McCollum. The layup off target. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles, and it's Powell in at the small forward spot. Here's Marjanovic. Porzingis trying to get free, and that one's good. Marjanovic. And the Mavericks lead by 19. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Kicks to Powell. Back to McCollum. To the inside. Pass to Giles. Just 5 on the clock. He's off on that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Here's Finney-Smith. Connects on the open J. Finney-Smith's got his first basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Hard to believe Lillard missed out on a couple of all-star selections. I mean, in seasons where he averaged over 25 points a game.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Covington's checked in. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. Basket counts. And that's 13 points for Damian Lillard.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Doncic against Lillard. And Doncic gets it to go.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Lillard surveying the D. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good. On the Mavericks with some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. Porzingis trying to get free. Again, the Mavericks score.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Lillard bounce pass. Portland moving the ball around. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Portland. Doncic against Lillard. Over Doncic. Powell with the steal. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target. McCollum passes to Lillard. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Hardaway goes in. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. McCollum against Richardson. McCollum dishes to Covington. Back to McCollum. And the baseline jumper, no good. Mavericks leading by 19.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Dallas.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Norman Powell's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Richardson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, that's just what Richardson can give you. Solid scoring from all 3 levels, very consistent in his approach.
And he knocks down the first one. And Richardson drops them both. 54 seconds left in the game. Lillard outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
You better respect the interior game a little. When he gets deep inside, he forces the defense to hit him.
At the line for 2.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
34 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now, Doncic. From deep three-point range, Richardson finds Doncic. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Powell, the pass to Nurkic. He dishes it to Lillard. Misses there.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Here we go. Porter is out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Bull. Then there's Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the 5. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Robert Covington. Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Now here's Lillard. Clock at 6. Jokic grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And he gets it to go. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, here's Bull. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. And, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Back to Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Tries again. And it's Jokic missing. Jokic against Lillard. Over Jokic. Jokic with the steal. Now, here's Bull. He's guarded closely. And the basket is good.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Lillard left side. A 3-ball. Denver grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Lillard surveying the D. Count it.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Murray outside. It's Bull top of the key. And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now here's Lillard. Powell kicks to Lillard. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Good on the triple. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. John Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's Anthony. Here's Cantor. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
And that's just all muscle there. Cantor is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Jokic. He dishes it to Gordon. Back to Jokic from past the arc. Rebound by Anthony. Trailblazers trail by 3. And he goes in for the dunk.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Murray. He gets it in there. Murray's got his second basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's McCollum. Anthony left side. Cantor, the pass to McCollum. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Murray outside. Here's Jokic. Off with the layup. That will count. That shot misses. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Denver on top, leading by just one. From Portland.
Show up as far as what I'm doing.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Barton against McCollum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Boy, an explosive player on the drive. When Barton puts it on the deck, the defense knows they're in trouble. On their heels.
He doesn't get the second one.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And Cantor throws it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Out to Morris. Martin from outside. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Back to Cantor. Excellent D that time there from McGee. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets trail. Morris passes to Barton. Morris outside. Stolen by McCollum. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break.
Ever the opportunist, McCollum probing for a weakness, finds one and exploits it.
This is it to McGee. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now the pass to Millsap. And here's Morris for three. 5 to shoot. McGee dishes to Barton. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it's McGee with the jam.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
Lillard outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, another turnover there. But, guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Millsap. That shot off the mark. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Lillard pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Lillard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Here's Dozier, defended by Jones. Pass to Morris. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
For Portland, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely. a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Nurkic laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Nurkic has got his first 2 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Porter passes to Murray. Back to Porter. Kicks at the bowl. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
It's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Lillard with it. 35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Fires the three. Denver grabs the miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Lillard against Murray. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Morris into the lane. Makes it off the glass. Morris has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys?
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every year he's been in the league. Guys, is he? And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Monte Morris. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Dozier, and at the three, the small forward.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
Portland shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And Anthony drops them both. The Nuggets trail by 4. Pass to Jokic. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Ball kicks to Gordon. Stolen by McCollum. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Tries it from 9. And that one is good. Anthony's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist total, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Murray up on top. Covered by Lillard. Nurkic with the steal. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Trailblazers leading by 6. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Lillard with no one around. Drops in the tray. Lillard's got 9 points.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
And Murray, here we go. And nothing is falling for him right now. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And stolen by Bull. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got his first points in this one.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Murray against Lillard. He kicks it to Powell. To the middle. Covington dishes to Nurkic. Clock at 4. The shot by Powell, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Murray, the pass to Bull. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Passes it to Simons. Back to McCollum. Over Porter. Can't hit that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. It's deflected. And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
Porter looking it over. Bull kicks to Porter. The pass to Jokic. There's the triple. Shot by Gordon, wide open. 5 on the clock. Pass to Jokic. And it's off the back rim, no good.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Here's Porter. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. From the high post. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Norman Powell's checked in for Portland. Pass to Simons. Back to Powell. Cantor inside, guarded by McGee. They shoot again. Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Cantor. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so it's Portland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it, and does it well.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Dozier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Powell kicks to Lillard. And he lays it straight in. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Lillard outside. Yes, it is. Or that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. When he's getting to his spots, shooting the ball with confidence, excellent turnaround for him.
Morris passes to McGee. Shoots over Lillard. McGee's shot is off.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. And we'll see if that's the answer.
The Nuggets trail by 10. The pass to Jokic. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And here's McCollum for 3. Here's Nurkic. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Powell with the steal. Nurkic with it. Now defended by Jokic. Here's Covington. Finished off the break. Covington's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers.
Boy, I love to see Covington blast off the floor. He's so good at reading angles and making himself a target in transition.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. From outside the arc, Denver grabs the miss. Bulls got his 4th rebound in this one. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Porter.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
Here's Lillard. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Free throw good. Damian Lillard. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Murray outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Portland leading by 11. Lets the free fly. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist from Covington. Lillard's got 13 points in the second half. Murray against Lillard. Murray the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Here is Lillard. The three. Porter pulls it in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Trailblazers.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lillard.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
It's McCollum on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Trailblazers lead by 13. Here's Murray. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the three ball.
Murray has that spirit of, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for mine.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Up and in on the layup.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Murray, no good. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Now, here's Lillard. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.